out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the road flooded, soaking wet, but ain't no swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Slot man moves right. First carry for the second-year man. It's Najee Harris. And he'll get this past the 2 as he gets it in full. This defense, Charles, really played well on that win a week ago.
Talking to the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. But definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Pickett. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now a first down carry for Harris. Oh, he's got all day long. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Going deep this time for Miller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On the counter now, it's Sanders.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best play is just up in the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
And you find that you couldn't do much against a ball carrier. Against the offensive coordinator.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Pickett. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The field safety gets the sack.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still could prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. Good on the extra point, and that'll make the score is hit. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, their mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
From the 38, Pickett. Going up top.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
A tough adjustment to the early season. Exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Okay, ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
That tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Right there, right there.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another run with Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Eagles at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and play.
They're watching the film, and it's working. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Pickett. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 40-yard line. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Harris running straight ahead. And he's got room. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 75 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Pickett. Eagle pressure, too much this time. One defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now Pickett.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he's got some space here.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Pickett to throw on first down.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Throwing on second and long. Pickett under pressure. They got him again. And the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On his Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time's not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action with Hurts. Steps away. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Elliott good on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A nice run there by Sanders on first down as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down.
Running lanes were to frame him in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they'll run with Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And they'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now. The touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably going out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Pressure comes. And going to Brooks is a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that one's going to be knocked away.
Those big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards put points up on the board.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And take it right at the 35. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Come on. Hey.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Hurts. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
No check.
On the draw, here's Sanders. A nice little juke. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Miles Sanders with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Elliott now to have the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Pickett. Finds Pickens out right. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And some room to work. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Another try after the first down sack. Pickett. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play that was going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really eliminate them. Not cool.
He's got room past the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world up to the challenge.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Hurts to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And they're going to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter. still not afraid to throw it, as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his man. It's the tight end got him. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. As we get you reset, they've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this will be caught. And the coverage continues until another touchdown.
And when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 6. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And now here's another interception. Partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's a handoff to Sanders.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Miles Jack with a big-time hustle play there as he backs the offense up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A give running left. It's Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 9. 132 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Eagles, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12.